Hello everyone, today we will start with the living world. First, we will start with what is living. Defining a life is very difficult job to do, but it is quite easy to recognize it and to distinguish objects with life and those without it. The living things possess certain characteristics such as number 1, shape and size. All living organisms have a specific shape and a size. Growth. All living organisms show growth. It can be increase in number of cells, increase in size of cells. Number 3, reproduction. All living organisms reproduce. That is, they give birth to young ones. Number 4 is metabolism. All living organisms show metabolism. It can be in the form of anabolism or catabolism. We will discuss this later. They all are conscious, that is, they are aware of their surroundings. They have a definite life cycle. Every living organism, they follow a definite life cycle. All living organisms show movements. Now some will say plants don't show movements, but they show movements in form of variations to surroundings. Okay, like sunflower, it reacts to the direction of sunlight. Protoplasm. All living organisms show vital activities of a cell due to presence of protoplasm. Then we have self-regulation. It is a control system that works in every organism, which helps in the regulation of body functioning. Next is coordination. All parts of an organism, they coordinate and cooperate with one another for better functioning of the body. Then we have variations. All living organisms possess variations and have the ability to evolve with time. Then we have healing. Living organisms, they heal. Genetic material, very important. All living organisms have some kind of genetic material. It can be DNA or RNA, single stranded or double stranded. Then we have adaptations. All living organisms, they show adaptations to the surrounding environment. 15th is death. Death is inevitable for all living organisms. All that they have life, they will die one day, sooner or later. Then we have biodiversity in living organisms. which means that there are different so many kinds of plants, species, animals. Like it is estimated that 1.7 to 1.8 million species are there. Some, or I can say most of the species are yet to be discovered. Then we have taxonomy. Taxonomy is a science that deals with number one, identification, nomenclature, and classification of different kinds of organisms, okay, all over the world. Then we have all living organisms can be classified into different taxa, and the process of classification is called taxonomy, okay. It can also be defined as the study of classification of plants, animals, and their evolutionary relationship. Then we have basics of taxonomy. Basics of taxonomy. One is characterization, identification, classification, and nomenclature. You can get a MCQ based on this. Which of the following is not a basics of taxonomy? The present method of taxonomy, this was originated by Carolus Linnaeus. He was a Swedish naturalist in the 18th century. Then we have identification. It should not be confused with the classification. Identification means determination of correct place of organism in a previously established plan of classification. But classification, that is grouping of organisms that are similar in characteristics and other features into a same group. Speciation is unit for classification both in both plants and animals is the species, basic unit, okay. It is defined as group of individuals in plants as well as animals which resemble closely in structure as well as in function. Okay, then we have general characters of species. Species number one, they show similar morphological characters. Okay, they are similar in morphology. Most important is they can interbreed freely and truly in nature. They produce fertile offsprings. Okay, then they cannot be bred with other species. Then we have systematics. It is a scientific study of kinds and diversity of organisms, and to establish or find any relationships among them. It is based on following fundamentals. Number one is taxonomy, classification, identification, ਤੇ nomenclature and key. Then we have functions of biological classification or taxonomy. Theory questions can be asked. It recognizes and describes basic taxonomic units. Number one is this. Then it tells a possible way of grouping these units on basis of their resemblance and relationships.